The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Cook able to escape, and he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They run, Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Jefferson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Touchdown, Vikings! Eric Ebron, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Goff throwing again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. To throw is Brady. Complete. Smith has it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 58 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Brady to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. Cook able to escape. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Brady. Eluding the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Handoff comes to Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
On play action, now Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Second down at 4.
Now Brady. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw, it's Brady.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Out of the gun, Goff. It's caught, Cooper. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Goff.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On 2nd and 10, Goff.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Goff on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devin Singletary. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking deep here for Ebron. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
Shotgun now for Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in, so he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st and 10, Goff.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Goff. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
This one taken in by Cephas.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The final shot before break here. Goff looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Singletary again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady on the bootleg.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Brady going to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Goff now looks to throw. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Goff on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again is gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Brady. And complete right side to Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And he's got room. And he he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trying the power game with Ham, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Minnesota, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.